Sunset Park, 1996, starring Rhea Perlman and Fredro Starr. Welcome back to Streetball Strategies basketball movie reviews. So when I saw Sunset Park on this list, I was excited because I've seen it before. It came out in 1996. Back when I was a teenager, I probably saw it somewhere in the later 90s, but it's been about 20 years since I've seen it, and my recollection of the movie before I rewatched it again for this review was that it was enjoyable and that I liked it. The first two things that came to mind when I saw this movie on the list was, number one, Fredro Starr as Shorty Doo-Wop, the starting short point guard for the high school team, and number two was the chant they do halfway through the movie, which is I don't know why, but that just has stuck with me over the last 20 years. It's kind of catchy. So in Sunset Park, Rhea Perlman plays a high school gym teacher at a inner city high school. I think it's supposed to be in the Bronx. And the head coaching position for the varsity basketball team opens up. And so to earn extra money, Rhea Perlman decides that she's going to become the head basketball coach, which is kind of weird, but at the same time, like, they don't have the option of being choosy about who their head coach is because they're an inner city high school that's not that great at basketball. So they don't have a lot of options when it comes to choosing their head basketball coach. So to earn extra money, Rhea Perlman becomes the head basketball coach. The problem is she doesn't know anything about basketball, and so she has to be taught by the players how to coach the game, which is, again, kind of weird because last season they went 2-15 or 19 or 17 in terms of wins and losses, and now they're going to teach this white lady how to coach basketball, and she has to earn their respect so that they will then teach her the game in exchange for her saying that if they teach her how to coach the game, she will teach them how to win, which is a problem because it's never explained as to how she's going to teach them how to win, because there's nothing about her character that says winner. She's a lower middle class white gym teacher at a black inner city high school. How much of a winner could she be? It's never explained why she knows how to win, but but you're just supposed to understand that she's a winner because she's white and in the world of inner city high school basketball, I guess. I don't really get it, but but nevertheless, once they teach her the game and once she starts to learn some of the fundamentals of basketball and coaching, they start to win. It's kind of a weird premise, and it kind of doesn't make sense, but if you kind of suspend reality and just sort of buy into it, it does become a fun movie. I relate it very closely to the movie Dangerous Minds with Michelle Pfeiffer. You know Dangerous Minds. You know Michelle Pfeiffer. You know the song. Come on, you know the song. The song. Yeah, that song. You got it. Sunset Park is kind of the light-hearted basketball version of Dangerous Minds. That's how I always think of it in my mind. What I enjoy about this movie, especially compared to the rest of the movies on this list to this point, is that this is an actual basketball movie. This actually revolves around basketball. Basketball is at the center of this movie. Not only that, but it has some laughs and it has some heart. It's not super over the top trying to be a comedy. It's not a kids movie. It's not a super depressing drama. It's right in my lane of enjoyment, which is basketball movie with some laughs and some heart. I really enjoy that. In terms of cast, Rhea Perlman plays her role pretty well. She's pretty believable. She's kind of a strong presence while at the same time kind of being aloof as a coach because she has no basketball knowledge. And the way the movie kind of handles that, even though that's a far out premise, the way they handle it is still kind of fun. So it's not a big problem. And while this is supposed to be Rhea Perlman's film, make no mistake, the heart and soul of this movie is Fredro Starr of the rap group Onyx. He plays the short point guard of the team who is, a troubled teen, but he still really cares about basketball. He loves basketball, and he tries his hardest to make his team come together and play good basketball so that they can be successful. And you just sort of root for him to become a better person and to win and to be successful on and off the court. He's not a great actor, but this role is very good for him. He fits into it very well. You feel for him, you want him to grow, you want him to get better, you want him to succeed. The direction of the movie is done pretty well. When you're watching it, you do feel like you're watching a good basketball movie. It's directed in a way that it accomplishes what it's trying to do, which is be a basketball movie with some laughs and some heart. And the director accomplishes that with the way he tells the story. It's not necessarily great overall as a movie. There's nothing that's great in this movie, but it just sort of all works together to give you the kind of experience you're looking for if this is the kind of movie that you're trying to enjoy. So is Sunset Park a good movie? It definitely is a good movie. You just have to know what you're in store for. So if you're a drama kind of person, if that's the kind of basketball movie you're looking for, this isn't it. There is some drama, but the drama's there just to give the movie heart. But if you're looking for a good basketball movie that has good basketball scenes, by the way, the basketball scenes in this movie, in terms of going down this Esquire.com basketball movie list, this is the first movie where I watched it and I went, those are real competent high school players playing competent high school basketball. And I was very pleased about that. That's one of my favorite parts of this movie, which is the basketball feels real, right? It's real players playing real basketball on a high school level. It feels inner city high school basketball level real, while at the same time being entertaining, so that's always a plus. So it is a good movie. It does what it's trying to do, and it does it well. Should you see this movie? Do you have to experience it? It's not like life-changing. It's not like a monumental, it's not one of those kinds of Forrest Gump kind of movies in terms of like basketball. But yeah, I mean, you definitely should see it because just in general, it's a good movie. Just in general, it's a good basketball movie. It's fun. It's entertaining. There's some laughs. It's not over the top comical, which is good. You don't want to, it's not a full out comedy, but there's laughs in it, especially the way the team interacts with itself and the teammates, the way they interact with the coach as well. It's entertaining, it's funny, but it also has heart. And those are all good ingredients for a good movie experience. And it's done pretty well. So you don't need to see it, but if you have the opportunity, I would definitely encourage you to see it. All that being taken into account, I'm going to give Sunset Park a solid B. The movie accomplishes what it's trying to be, and it does it well. It's not perfect. There's some plot holes. It doesn't all make sense. It's not monumental. It's not like a Hoosiers, the kind of sports basketball movie that you absolutely must see, but it's a really fun movie. It's a really good experience. If you have the opportunity to do so, you should definitely check it out. So that's my review of 1996's Sunset Park. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Please hit that notification bell so you're notified of the rest of the movies on this Esquire.com Best Basketball Movies list. And I will see you guys next time.